Hello and welcome. This is Sunny, and today I am going to review ClassPass. So ClassPass is basically an app through which you could book individual classes in the studios near you. It could be yoga, it could be Pilates, it could be bar, it could be CrossFit, it could be like there are various different kinds of classes available. Many studios have signed up. It's been a rave which has caught up at least in the East Coast. I'm sure the rest of the country too. But it's a very famous startup. It's caught up, and I've been using it for 2.5 months. So this is my review. I started using it as, of course, I got ads all the time in Instagram feed because one of my resolutions recently was to get more into working out and going out and trying different types of workouts. Before I tell this to you guys and before I even write this in my note, Instagram knew it, so I see ads all the time. But also a friend of mine, Christian, she talked about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I've heard of this, and she said good things about it, so I tried it. And you also get a $30 referral, so that point you, as in when you sign up through a referral, you get $30 to use for free. So now what happens is you get on the app, then you have basically a whole map shows up of your locality, of your neighborhood, of your city. You see all the studios. You can filter by the date, by the time, by the studio, and see all different classes. So basically the point is you can walk into any class for a certain number of credits. Now, dollars to credit conversion is usually $1.8 to $2 per credit. That's like the you can buy a certain number, you can go more, you can go further. The more credits you buy, the less dollar per credit you spend, but basically consider 1.8 to 2 credits. Now, how is every class different? Some classes are 3 credits, some classes are 4, 6, 10, 14, 18, 20. Depends on how popular the studio is, how the studios basically set the pricing about how I don't exactly know what role the algorithm of ClassPass plays in adjusting the pricing, but I think studio decides, and the demand versus the supply of how many people can sign up price, so decides the price. So you could technically see, you go out and you see the studios that usually have higher pricing per class have a higher credits per class of ClassPass. So that makes sense. That's perfect. So giving an idea, so far I've taken many classes. I've taken a couple yoga classes that have been 3 credits, so that's like $6. I've taken classes at ripped PHL, which is kind of a new kind of a workout, which is about 6 credits. I've taken bar, which is about 6 credits. I had taken solid core, which was the most expensive one, at 14 credits. But going back, I feel these all prices are much cheaper than the single classes that you would walk in for. They are not necessarily cheaper if you buy a month-long package with a given studio and go unlimited times, as in you buy an unlimited for a month and you go like every single day. Of course that would be cheaper per class than a ClassPass, but that's different. But like, let's say the bar class that I went to, right, the single walk-in was $27 a class, right? But through this it was 6 credits. Now, different times or different schedule wise, you will see it may be different credits, so you'll have to see in what works with your schedule and what also is not that expensive. But so I went in for 6 credits, so that's about $11. So $11 versus $27 for sign in for walk-in. I feel that's a pretty good deal. Now, I did end up taking $99 unlimited at that place and went multiple times, so my per visit cost was less than $11. But again, I think this is what the problem really ClassPass solves at its core. The core problem is every class, every workout may be more cost effective if you got unlimited membership at those studios. But unless you know exactly what you want and you exactly what you do and you exactly the studio you need to, the thing is you need to try out stuff. Try out different kinds of workout, try out different studios who offer the similar kind of workout. Now you gotta sign up for sign-in classes. One class is a different studio before, at least 1 or 2 classes before actually committing to a whole month-long thing, right? So this is where ClassPass is really helpful. It lets you kind of try out many different studios in your city. I have found different studios and classes that I never knew existed, and it's been really good. So great at trying out stuff to really know what's your deal, and sooner or later, I'm pretty sure you'll walk into a place, do a class, do a workout that you would really like, and I don't know, I'm using my left hand today, well, usually I use my right hand. Anyway, and then sooner or later you'd find one of those places that you like is offering an unlimited monthly membership that you may want to go for a month, and it's also got brighter. So you do that, right? So the things that I've gone into and done a month for now, a couple places like that have been introduced through ClassPass. That's awesome. Another thing, so that's really good thing. Another cool thing is you get treated equally. You walk into the classes, you actually get like a tour of the spot or the studio because they kind of know it's your first class, and you also get to see other people doing ClassPass. So because ClassPass has become a thing, usually I feel the studios used to have the same kind of audience who came in every day, who came in, as kind of a group. But now, through ClassPass, it's common for people to try out different things. So I feel like I go and find new people and new classes every time. So that's good. So the ease of finding new studios and new classes and trying out different stuff is great. That's like the biggest benefit. The second benefit, as I told you about, they know that you're new and you get to know more people who also kind of are trying out ClassPass. But that's a little bit, not too much. The third part that I like is basically, let's say you're a CrossFit person, right? You do CrossFit all the time. You do it all the time because you're a CrossFit person. Of course, if you're a SoulCycle person, you cycle all the time. And similar with yoga. But whatever, you get the point. My point is, it's easy for you to get into a workout routine or a routine of doing cardio that is pretty similar and you don't do anything else. ClassPass gives you kind of the flexibility and the freedom to try out different things. So, like for example, you go to a yoga place, you take an unlimited for a month. What happens is you take up a hell lot of yoga classes, but all that takes up time, so you don't end up doing other things, right? Similar with CrossFit, running, anything you commit to, it's similar kind of workout. And I've found through the last some months what your body is really very well perceptive to is if you try different things. Some workouts may work on certain muscle groups, some workouts may work on certain area of your body, some workouts may do with a different intensity of cardio. So if you mix things up, you don't feel bored, you feel more comfortable, you go more often, and you feel better. And there's inherent curiosity, so anytime you go to a new studio or a new kind of workout, you're looking forward to it. So the point is not being scared or bored of the same kind of workout or think like it would matter, but actually being excited, looking forward, and trying different things, which makes you go and try out new and more stuff. So those are really, really powerful things. And I feel it's a great deal, at least with the prices they are at now. Tomorrow, if credits double, if tomorrow, it was cheaper before, like years before, like a year before maybe, when I did not sign up. But if prices double from here, it would not be great. Now, talking about not great. So it's great for those 3 reasons that I mentioned. Absolutely suggest you join ClassPass and try it out. Also, there's a referral link in the video. If you click on that, you'll get 30 free credits. 30 free dollars. I am sorry, $30. So think of a yoga class, 3 credits. That's equivalent to 10 yoga classes. Think of a workout class, that's 5 credits. You get 6 free workout classes. All free. What do you need to lose? Go try. But before you do also, or after you do, doesn't matter. Well, before. Let me also bring up the other side. What are some things you may not like? So one thing that I don't like is they do have a 10 credit rollover limit. So for example, if you have up to 10 credits in this billing cycle month that you did not use will roll over to your next month, right? So if you signed up for 20 credits next month, and this month you still have 10 credits you haven't used, next month you will get 30. That's great. That sounds awesome, right? Sounds like, why am I complaining? Well, the complaint is I think it should be higher than that. It should not be 10. I feel like they should allow carrying over about 20 credits, because what happens is at the end of the month, just in case you haven't gotten a chance enough to go out to enough classes and you still have credits, what you end up doing is taking higher credit classes. That's exactly what I did, and that's exactly how I ended up at Solid Core, which I did not like, but that's a topic of a different video. But it's kind of forcing people to use more, which I get it. Sometimes it's good because you need commitment and you need to you'd rather work out than building 150 credits. So that's a good excuse to go out and use your credits. But still, I feel, summarizing this point, there should be more credit rollover than 10, at least 20. That would be good. Second, also you can buy credits anytime and not sell credits. You can only buy credits anytime. The second thing you should be careful of a little bit is if you're going to a studio which has specials on Groupon. This is a very specific point. If they have specials for a Groupon or special on their website which says for new customers only, if it says for new customers only, do not maybe take a ClassPass there. So in Philly, there are many boxing studios, kickboxing studios, and there was one which offered free gloves and 6 classes for $27 on Groupon. Great deal, amazing deal, right? Now, hold on. They also had a ClassPass. If I did take that ClassPass, I will not be a new customer anymore because they will make you fill the form, you will be in their system, and they will tell you you don't qualify. The point here being, if there is an offer or set of offers on Groupon or any other website or their own website for new members only, they say new members only, do not use maybe ClassPass there, go to another kickboxing place, why not, right? And then you see if you enjoy kickboxing, and then probably you go to that place, take a tour, and decide. So that's another thing to be careful about. Negative is mainly that they do not have the flexibility to roll over a lot of credits, a hell lot of credits. And second, you need to be careful about the new member specials. But overall, it's great. I feel like the positives overcome the negatives, and hence I'm continuing for my 3rd month now. And I feel like I will keep continuing till I guess I get to a stage where I find 3 studios that are like 3 different workouts that are really good, that I would sign up unlimited for 1 month each and keep rolling on, because it's neither super good for your body or neither good for your mood about working out if you just do one thing the whole time. So ClassPass lets you try it and lets you try different things to studios. So I would, over time, my target being to find 3 studios or 3 workouts that I really like and keep alternating between month for each, and then I would leave ClassPass. But then I would suggest, for now, if you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. My referral link is below, and if you use that, you'll get $30 for your use, which would be about, as I said, equivalent to probably 8, 9, or 10 yoga classes, or 5 or 6 good workouts. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, sign up for the ClassPass and let me know what workouts did you go to, and let's discuss. Bye.